that was the closest they came to white fella, right? A Wajman, white woman. So this language, Wajbala, a Wajman runs right up around to Burralula and places like this, right up the coast, north coast. My father and my great-great-grandfathers were here when the ships came in this bay in 1770. This is the First Nations people of this land right here. We are the first discovered peoples. Over there on that sandy area where those pine trees are protruding and the little jetty coming out is where the first white people landed on the east coast of Australia. And that was Captain James Cook, who was who came out on a ship called the Endeavour. And everything around here is sort of based on white history more so than Aboriginal history. Because you've got Endeavour Avenue going around there, named after obviously the Endeavour. That river over there is called the Georges River. It was good King George at the time when he sent Cook out here to take possession of whispered lands by other peoples around the world. That there's a great southern land in the Pacific Ocean, South Pacific Ocean. So hence this. Now then over near the airport, the international airport, is the Cooks River, obviously, because of James Cook. Then he went back and he sailed up the coast a little further and went back home directly to claim this country as a possession. But they lied. They lied. They said there was nobody here. They used the term Taranullius, which is a Latin term meaning land belonging to no one. And they knew quite well there were people here because they took back artifacts and they talked about how they fired and shot some Aboriginal people in this very area. And they were well known to do that at that time when they were taking possession of other people's properties, as they did right throughout the South Pacific, in the Tahiti, New Caledonia, and places through there, Samoa, where they just came in and said, "This is ours. Fuck you. We're having this."
Yeah.
And forgive me, but I get a little exasperated at the time, and I get angry.
Tell us.
Right?
Yeah.
And so they came in here. So he went back. And he said, there's a great country down there. He said, we'll move the elite from all the prisons down to Botany Bay. So they came back in 1788 with about 11 ships, I think it was, full of convicts and first officers in the British Army. So they came in and they anchored just around the point there. And so much for Taranullius because there was people protesting their existence while they were here. And they had to lie. They got this country by a lie. There was never any agreement, and there was never any consultation with the people to say, can we settle there? So, as they came around and they carried their guns and their armory, and they asked, or they more or less demanded that they be shown creeks where the water flows so they could replenish their water supply. So they stayed here for about 6 weeks. While they were in the bay, this mower came back. Made a noise, I hope you can hear it. 1788, the French came into the bay. A French admiral called La Perouse. And I think it was Jean-Paul Galip de La Perouse. Of La Perouse, they were named after their hometown. And this now is called Frenchman's Bay. And just around the corner we've got Phillip Bay. You know? Over there we've got the Cooks River, we've got Georges River, but there's nothing here to say this land belongs to Aboriginal people. So we, as a group, over the years, our first land rights meeting was held under that tree.